All right, let's get things started here. So we are back again with the closing stream for the number one Best Trader June competition, and we are here with Karthi and Aradhana, along with myself, Toby, your host for the last month, and we've got Carolyn here, who's going to be your new host for the next competition. So she's here to say hi and see how things work here.
Hello, Aradhana and Karthi.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, thank
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, so getting started here, we've got the four winners of the competition. We've got Best 57, who is Gustavo, Best 11, Robert, Best 49, who is Karthi, and Best 80 is Aradhana. So we have the second and third place winners here with us today, who will be talking about some of their trades, things they liked, things they wished were improved, really anything else they want to add. So, hey, Karthi, did you want to start maybe with actually, do both of you want to start with giving a little introduction of yourselves?
Yeah, I think it sounds great. Karthi, I'm not sure if we can hear you. Karthi.
Well, anyway,
Perhaps
Aradhana,
I'll start.
do you want to start with a little introduction of yourself and what you do, where you're from and stuff?
Yeah, sure. So currently I am in Melbourne, Australia, but I'm originally from India. I was born in India. I moved to Australia when I was 17 for my studies, to do my bachelor's. I have an IT background. Finance has always been my passion. My mom always makes a joke that she can't do the counting unless you put a dollar sign or money sign in the front of number. Currently, I'm working as a service delivery lead for Australia and New Zealand for the company. We have a cybersecurity software company.
I see.
And as I said, finance has always been a passion. So on the side, because during my career, I've worked on some of the trade flow application. I've supported in IT, so that's why I've always been very close to traders, trading, and that side of it. So that's what got me to join this competition, because I was always very curious to try hands-on and see how actually I can do it. And then one day it was just randomly chatting with a friend, and we found about the competition, and we were like, that would be amazing to do. And I think I was nearly one day just before you guys were about to start, and joined the competition, and luckily overnight I got my registration done. By the way, I must say that everyone was very helpful in starting, and it was very quick to respond. I did miss out a day, but that's nothing to do with you guys. It was because we are in Australia a day ahead. So it was already next day, but it was fantastic.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed. We appreciate the compliments about our support team.
Given your background in IT and your familiarity with trading and traders, did you find it difficult navigating the software that we have provided to you?
So in the starting, it wasn't the software. It was obviously me. When you're so used to something using Windows kind of thing. But I found the instructions very helpful. But I had a problem installing, but that was to do with my laptop problem. And then finally, I did manage to install. But it was really good. I think what was the difficult part for me was the timing, because I could only do pretty much part-time, because by the time it's 4 p.m. in New York, it's 6 a.m. in Melbourne, and I usually get up at 6 a.m. So I used to get up early or place my late night trades of what I want to do, and let it run during the live. I couldn't do too much of live trading, but again, it's due to the time. But software itself, I found it very interesting. The instruction was very helpful.
Excellent.
That's good. Yeah, we're glad you enjoyed. We're glad you, and congratulations to you for coming
Yes.
in the winner's circle.
No, thank you kindly.
Yes.
That was it. That's why when you sent me email, I was like, oh my god, I did part time. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but fingers crossed.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out, so good for you. Hey, before we get on to like your specific trades, Karthi, did you want to give a little introduction about yourself, where you're from, some information about yourself? I see that you're in BBT, and you're from Germany. Yeah. Do you want to introduce yourself? Not sure that Karthi can hear us. So.
Hey, Toby,
there
can you
you
hear
go.
me now?
Yeah,
Is it
we
okay?
we can hear you. You're
Am I
good.
audible?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, you said it right. I'm in Germany. I'm an Indian, currently living in Germany, somewhere like Aradna. But I moved here a few years back. I'm an engineer, and I've been working in corporates for close to around 12, 15 years now. So I've been traveling a lot, but currently in Germany. I'm part of the variable trading community led by Andrew Aziz and Brian Pezim. So they are the lead moderators. So I've been part of their community for the last 1 year. So I have some background in the financial market, as in I used to work for Lehman Brothers and a couple of other clients. I used to manage their back office operations. So yeah, it always fascinated me. But I never had a chance to get into trading. I never traded. I joined BBT 10 months back. I'm going to complete a year in another month or so. So I mean, that's where it is. I mean, currently I'm live, as in I'm with Interactive Brokers. I got my account set up and I'm running in the last 3 months, but I'm running under PDT rule, so which means it's very 3 trades per week is my limit. But I really wanted to spend a lot of time in simulator. I use Dart Simulator, by the way. As you know, most of us in variable traders use Dart Trader Pro, which is we find it as an excellent platform for trading. So we use that, and so last 3 months I've been in, I've been live under PDT, and I'm just going to go live. I'm going to lift this PDT role shortly. So I thought I wanted to take this challenge and try out my real live rules and strategies in this 1 month, and see how I'm going to do. And that was going to be my exit criteria for actually moving live. So I'm pretty happy with how it's been. To be frank, it was pretty intensive. I didn't have a problem with the tool because I'm used to that, and I like the DAS Trader tool. So I didn't have a problem with that. But the competition itself was pretty intensive. I mean, the whole preparation, the pre-market preparation, and there were a lot of inputs from the variable trading community. I joined in the chat room, watching and doing the trading on these Best Trader Challenge, and take a lot of inputs from the moderators and other traders. So I used to do that. So yeah, at the end of the day, I'm pretty much happy about it, how it went.
Well, that's good.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were hoping that this would be a great learning experience to take part of this competition. So that's wonderful to hear.
Mm-hmm. And it's interesting. I believe you said that you worked for Lehman for back office, and I believe our other trader, also worked for Aradhana worked for Credit Suisse doing IT back office work. So you guys have similar backgrounds. It's interesting. We're glad to have you.
Yeah, we all do. From India. We're from India, so yeah, we are.
Yeah, good to know. Now, just
I was actually on the trade floor with the Credit Suisse because I supported the trade application. So it's you know how it is. It's intense, the environment, just working with them, sitting with them. It's just next level.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, nice to know.
Do you think
I used to work for Pershing. That was taken over by Credit Suisse there, if I'm not wrong.
Ah, I see. Great.
Yeah.
A clearing firm, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was a clearing firm, yeah.
Ah, very cool. Now, before we ask you about your trades, I just wanted to give a little brief rundown of our other two contestants that aren't on this stream. They're on our last stream, but just I never show their bio, so up on you two on the stream can't see it, but everyone else can see it on my screen here. You've got Gustavo, who was a finance and MBA graduate. In audit, he has experience in audit, risk management, and compliance, and he currently lives in Spain. He currently does long-term investing, portfolio management using like fundamentals, and he used to when he had his own money, he was always skeptical about investing with someone else. So that's why he decided to start day trading, to take matters into his own hands and be in charge of his money, losses or gains. And he learned about technical analysis, and he's been since using that on DOS, and it has evidently worked out because he made it into first place. That is him right there. Second place, tied with first place, tied with Gustavo, was Robert. Robert's from Peru. He is a business administrator. He has specialties in the stock markets, both in Peru and New York. And he's participated and won awards in trading competitions in the past. And he is the current director and founder of Global Bolsa. So that was just a little information about your the first place winners. And now getting back to Karthi and Aradhana, we'd maybe like to talk about your trades a bit. Maybe, Carolyn, if you have any questions about anything specific, any strategies.
Yeah, did you want to look at the PowerPoint presentation we put together?
Yeah.
Would you have done anything different with your strategies if you are going to be joining us in our next competition?
Is it for me?
Either of you.
Either of you.
Yeah, you can go, Karthi. It's fine. Sorry, is it just me or I can't see the screenshot because I've joined from phone instead of laptop, maybe?
Yeah, no, you can't see our face because our webcam is already being used for the stream. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. It's all right.
Aradhana, you please go first.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I would definitely, first thing is the timing. I'll definitely try and do more trades and be more available, and mainly around the live trade time. And what I would do is, I'm not sure if you would have, and obviously you would have noticed, I've done big trades with the big companies and some of the selective, which are my sort of, I can say, my favorites, personal favorites. But to be honest, next time if I was to join, I would go more of upmarket and, at the same time, try some of the small stocks as well.
Got it, I see. So you're mainly focused on bigger trades and you would want to go smaller, you're saying?
Correct, yeah. So I would also try that, and mainly around the timing, I would be more available, and I would try smaller ones as well, because sometimes, as they say, that smaller ones can be underdog as well. Mm-hmm. Which I had you have an eye on few, but you don't really do it, and sometimes you have an eye on the big ones, and then market can change anytime. You never know.
Yeah.
But if I have to put in one line, I would say I tried a bit of emotional trading this time. And I went with my instinct. Next time, if I was to do, I would be more of the analytical.
Yeah, good plan. Good plan.
That is a good plan.
It's definitely something that some people struggle with, trying to keep their emotions out of everything. And I know we did send you some emails with some advice for keeping emotions out of things. Did you find those helpful at all?
Yeah, I really did, definitely. I found it so helpful. And that's something I would use for the next time. And that's where I got that from, that, if you have it, then you have to really have that in a balance to make sure that regardless of some company or the product is your personal favorite, that doesn't mean that, you can expect them to do well in the market.
Yeah, absolutely.
We also have on our website, we have a blog that gives well-known strategies and tips for how to kind of keep your head straight and keep your calm during the, stressful times of trading, as it can become very overwhelming, and then, you make mistakes just because it's too emotional.
Yeah, correct. And also your YouTube channels, because I did listen to some of the old YouTube videos, and they were very helpful.
Oh, good.
That's good. Yeah.
Especially with strategy, and they kind of show you in the proper way how to put it, how it is, what it is, and even though you send instruction and everything, there's a YouTube video on it which actually shows you, how to place a trade, how to do this, how to do that, and I personally found it very, very helpful because I'm not somebody who can get things from a theory or by reading. I need to see things, and that's why I found it very helpful.
Excellent.
Yeah. That's good. Karthi, did you want to talk about your trading? Anything that you did wrong? Anything that went well and you'd like to talk about?
Yeah, sure. Like I mentioned, my objective of taking up this challenge was to kind of simulate what I will be doing in the real world. So when I take a larger size, how my emotions are, and whether I stick to my rules, and whether I take only the strategies or setups that I plan to take, or I just jump in on multiple trades, just take 1 or 2 cents profit, taking big share sizes. So that was my key objective. At the end of the month, I stick to my rules most of the times, if not all times. I stick to most of the times. I did breach a couple of rules, like trading in the pre-market, and sometimes in the trade without any setup and things like that. But that had an impact also on my P&L. That happened in the last week of the challenge. But as such, my strategy was to not think about the competition, but then think about trying to make like 15K to 20K in a month. That was my target, and I thought if I did that, then maybe I'd be in the top 10. That's what I was thinking before the first week. And I went up to 14K, and then I had 3 bad max loss days during the last week. Then I cut down my share sizes, and I traded really small. So I wasn't looking at the people to see how much they earned and how much they're making, because in the real world, you're going to be alone anyway. You're going to be doing it against your own. So that was my strategy, and my main objective was to protect the capital. I mean, don't lose them all. So that's what I tried to do, and I think it's surprising actually. I had less than 10K at the end of the month, but coming in top 3, so that was a bit surprising. So.
Yeah,
that's excellent. So obviously the 100,000 buying power was more than sufficient for you, because that sounds like you're not planning to go into the market with more than that when you go live. Aradhana, did you find that was enough buying power?
Yes, yeah,
definitely.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was perfect too, because with interactive brokers, I get four to one buying power. So if I have 25K, then I get 100K. So it was perfect for me.
Excellent.
Good to know.
Likewise, yes, agree.
Good. That's good. Karthi, I see that you spent some time trading AMD and MU. Those were two of our more popular stocks for the time. Did you have success trading those, or how did that go?
It was actually surprising for me because AMD and MU are my favorite stocks when I started, and in the last 9 months I've traded them more than any other stocks. But then during this challenge, I did not have a good time with these two stocks. I mean, I had some small winners, but more losers than winners. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's not about the stock. It's about whether I find the right setup and whether I make my entry, whether I execute my trades properly. And for me, it was also a bit difficult because it is summer month and the trading is a bit difficult. I found it a bit difficult.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we're glad the strategy worked.
Well, we have only a couple more minutes left here. I think we're going to have this end at about 4:45. Did you have any other comments or concerns that you would like to express? If we have another competition, will you be joining it again?
Karthi? I'll let Karthi comment first.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, for me, I think this is an excellent initiative. This whole trading competition is because it offers a pseudo live environment. Like I said, it's pretty intensive if you actually do it very properly and not think about taking over somebody else, but just focus on yourself, whether you are doing better than what you were yesterday, right? So in that sense, it's very good. It helped me personally, and I would definitely take up the challenge again. The only challenge again for me is that the time, because I trade only the first 30 to 45 minutes after the market opens, and then I have other engagements. So I was switching between live and this challenge, and this month I did not do any live trades, the real trades. I focused totally on the challenge. So that was my limitation. But then I would, definitely recommend it, and I would personally take it if I get a chance.
Good. Well, we're glad to hear that. Now, yeah, thank you both, Karthi and Aradhana, for being on this stream. Now, just before we wrap things up, if any of the rest of you have any questions or you want to continue using DAS, please visit us at dastrader.com. There you can purchase a subscription, or you can contact us with any questions about continuing paper trading with your simulator account or going live like Karthi is. Aradhana, did you say you're going live too?
Yes, that's correct. And what I was gonna comment on as well, I've got a few friends who I've recommended for the next time. And this is a bit of a joke, but what I got from them is that definitely for the overseas trader, it would add on if the winning included the flight ticket.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you for the recommendations. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And congratulations to you both again.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Excellent
to both of you.
trading.
Yeah, we look
Thank
forward
you, Kylie.
to
Congratulations.
we look forward to having you at NASDAQ. All right, thank you both
Great.
for being on the stream. We're gonna end it now. So
Thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good day.
all right,
Okay,
goodbye.
bye-bye.